So I've been getting a lot of questions about when do you switch to dual wielding. I've been tanking and dual wielding on stream. So just getting a lot of questions like when do I do that? I've been using a two-handed weapon. When do I switch to dual wield? Well, when you get Thrash Blade and you're holding in your hands a whirlwind axe that does 35 DPS and you get a one-handed weapon that does 35 DPS. Okay, two-handed weapon, 35 DPS. One-handed weapon, 35 DPS. It's really difficult to say, I'm going to keep on using a two-handed weapon. Thrash Blade is very enticing. Now, sure, you're not going to have a lot of hit. There are going to be missed chances, but you get a lot of awesome stuff. So, yeah, when I was level 48, I went Fury because the weapon was just so much better. But you know what I did first? I tanked a Maradon run as arms with Thrash Blade. I didn't spec Fury yet. Sweeping Strikes is awesome. You could, if you really wanted, dual wield arms. It's not horrible. I've tanked Molten Core as arms before. Let's move that. There we go. So, anyways, if I was going to tank as Fury, I would do that. That's level 40. Unbridled Wrath doesn't give you that much rage. You could do Booming Voice, but improved Demo Shout. This actually really makes things hit so much weaker. Improved Demo Shout. It's a big deal. After that, it's kind of up to you if you want to have parry or deflection. Or sorry, like parry from deflection or improve Heroic Strike. You are going to use Heroic Strike a lot for two reasons. One, it does good threat. And two, when you have a Heroic Strike queued up, your offhand miss penalty, it's like a bug, it goes away. Level 50, you can get Tactical Mastery 5 and 5. Then I'm going to get Improved Overpower because that's going to allow you to keep your flurry going a lot better. 50% crit, plus you're going to have about 13 or so percent crit, give or take. Then we get Impale. From there, what I would do is I would get Anger Management because it's going to give you one rage every 3 seconds. And that's going to take you to level 58. Then after that, you could get Dual Wield Specialization. And then you could put another one into Heroic Strike. And this would be like a Fury tanking build that gives you a lot of, saving a lot of rage on your Heroic Strikes. You don't need Improve Execute because this is going to be for tanking, but not Fury Prot. This is like Fury that's focusing on tanking. Now on your off spec, you could have a Fury Prot build, right? You could say, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do da 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 beep 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 doot 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 dee 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 that, and that's a level 56 Fury Prot. So you could tank with your Fury for Tactical Mastery in a dungeon because you like to charge into the pack, yada yada yada. But then with a boss, you might say, I'm going to use Fury Prot, but you honestly don't need to. Now, another option is Arms Prot. If you're like, you know what, I don't want to do Fury. I want to keep using my two-handed weapon. I got this weapon from, I got the sword off of Alderman, and then, I'm going to get this other two-handed weapon from this guy and this guy, blah, 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 blah. You can do an arms protection. But the benefit of Fury is that now we're not pigeonholed into, okay, I can only really use axes or I have to respec swords, axe. With Fury, you can use whatever you get your hands on, which makes it a lot easier to get upgrades. Because when you're arms and you get a sword that does like 2 DPS more, you're like, okay, am I going to really use this sword that does 2 DPS more and I'm going to respec to sword? Like, that doesn't make sense. But here's what you could do. If you wanted to do an arms spec, I would still get improved overpower just because it's really strong. Then you're going to do that. But anger management is good for rage gen, actually. And then we're going to get sweeping strikes, and who knows what weapon you're using. But you could... So at this point, probably you're going to want to get all points into there, but you might do like an improved charge, because that's actually really helpful on the pull. And then you're going to have your defense. And so arms protection can actually be really, really great as well, because you're able to charge in, sweeping strikes, go defensive stance, or still do a whirlwind, Zerker stance, whirlwind, go defensive stance, and then you're going to have all of these awesome abilities that really boost your rage. So those are options. But I think most people are going to just be straight Fury. You don't need Fury Pro. Fury Pro is a raid tank spec. Not great for dungeon. You can tank a dungeon in Fury Pro, but the reason that you're so much better off to tank as Fury is tactical mastery, and as you start getting better gear and more crit, flurry starts taking off, and enrage is a thing. There's a lot of great abilities in Fury, and then finally, you can use whatever weapons you get, and so upgrades are very linear. I'm going to finish this video with just me tanking as Fury, a couple pulls in Maradon, but if you want to chat and see me tank more, you can just pop in on the stream. I'm streaming a lot, so running dungeons and questing. Hope you're having fun on Fresh. Cheers. Oh yeah, you're good. These ones don't silence, so you don't have to worry too much about that kind of stuff. Back in the hot tub. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarflord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarflord out.
And they say that the Dwarf Lord could save us. I'm not gonna pave here and wait. I'll hold on to the beard of the Dwarf Lord. Watch as we